The basic working of this unit is fairly simple. Basically you've got a list of effects along here. There's also a rhythm function, so you can play a rhythm along with, you know, if you're practicing or something, because it's got very traditional sort of drum sounds and patterns. So it's got this mode button here, and when you go through, step through there, you can see that these lights change to indicate what a part of the effect unit you're in. So this is just the normal mode for playing, and this is the effect chain here, these ones here. So we've got a wah, a distortion simulator, amp simulator, and modulation effect, a delay effect, and reverb effect. Here we've got the drums, and this is just the system settings. Here you can change the output, whether it's a line level output or amp level. So to step through the system settings, you use the other dial here, and this one is a press button as well. This one isn't, this one is. So this is an LCD brightness. You can adjust it like so, and you can invert the display like that, and you can reset the unit. If you've got effects in there and you just want to scrub them all, you can reset it. Okay, so I'll go back out of that with the other dial. So say the wah function, to enter that you press this button here, and then you've got the depth adjustment, which you adjust with this dial. You press that button again to go to the next one, tone, and so on. And if you want to turn the effect on, you do it with the effect on button there, or if you want to bypass it, just toggle it to off. And so on it goes with the other effects as well. And you'll see the tap light is flashing, and that's to do with the delay setting. So in the delay there, we've got level, feedback level, and time. So the tap button, the tap light at the moment is flashing in time to indicate what the time value is in the delay. Oops, hang on, where are we? Yeah, so there we go. So you can see there, by the way, if you access another function while you're editing an effect, you'll come back to the same edited value. You know, the editing of the effect is still the same momentarily. Anyway, so you can see there, if I increase the delay time, the tap light slows down to indicate that time. And if I decrease it, make it a shorter time, then the LED flashes more rapidly. I did a bit of a demo on this unit quite some time back, and I had somebody ask if it was possible to stop the tap light from flashing. I'll just show you. So yeah, the tap light seems to always flash. They asked if I knew if there was a way to disable it. The person had a concern that the light not only was annoying, but might drain extra battery power. And I tend to agree that it would drain a bit of battery power, but I don't think it would be much. Anyway, I'm going to actually measure it. So I'm going to measure the variation that the flashing light causes, but I guess that won't tell us the drainage of what the circuit that drives the flashing light is drawing, but nevertheless it'll give us some idea anyway. Okay, so to answer the question that I was asked, or at least to answer half of it, I'm just going to demonstrate that it's possible to do a little trick where we go to the delay effect and the delay part of the effect chain. And if I go into that and go to delay time, now this light is actually flashing in representation of the delay time there. You can see that if I increase the delay time, the flashing slows down, and if I decrease the delay time, the flashing speeds up to indicate that. Now if I keep going, you see that it almost it flashes so fast that it looks like it's on all the time. Now if I actually keep going to 0, you see that the light goes off. And I hear somebody say, hooray, damn flashing light's not flashing anymore. So yes, you can do it. So what I'm going to do is save that. So I'll just make that blank 0 and press save again. Okay, so blank 0 now should have a non-flashing light. So lo and behold, it is possible to make the light stop flashing. However, that's provided you choose a 0 delay time on the delay part of the effect chain. Now, another part of the question, well, it wasn't actually a question, but another part of the discussion of that question was that the flashing light probably contributes to more battery drainage. So I'm actually going to measure that. I was curious to see whether that is an issue or not. And I think I should be able to do it just with a multimeter. I made this insulator. It's just made from double-sided circuit board. I'm going to put that in the battery chain there. So if I take that battery out and slip this in here and put the battery back in, so now the unit isn't working, but I can make it work by putting my amp meter in series with battery circuit. Let's see, I'm just going to put that on there, and I'll set this meter up to measure milliamps. So DC amps, I'll put it on 200 milliamps and turn the meter on. On the side that connects, on the part of the strip that connects to the negative terminal of the battery compartment. Let's put a bit more light over here. This is a little bit awkward. Anyway, and I'll just zoom out a little bit. And this one goes on the other side. Alright, so it looks like it's actually drawing more than 200 milliamps. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. So let's see, I'll put that on the 20 amp scale then. Wow, unbelievable. This unit draws over 300 milliamps. Wow, that's incredible. Actually, I've got these the wrong way around. Apologies. That's got to go on there. For some reason that's gone down to 270 milliamps. I don't think it's to do with polarity. We'll just reverse it again. $250. I think it's 260. I think it's actually the drain on the battery. Wow. Daisy. So there's one thing that I can confirm here. This unit draws a lot of power. Batteries aren't going to last long in this unit, that's for sure. So even though it's small, don't be deceived. And it says here 9 volts, 300 milliamps. And I thought that 300 milliamps would have been a conservative overestimate, but it's not. So if you're able to run this unit on an external power source, there's definitely going to be a saving on batteries, that's for sure. Alright, so now let's put this back in. Okay, so 250 milliamps, and that's only because the batteries have gone down a bit, I think. Now, I'm going to select the preset that I created before. So here we have one with the light flashing, and you can see there's 240 milliamps. 0.24 amps is 240 milliamps. And if I put it on the one where it doesn't flash, I can hardly detect any change. Still about the same. Could be very slightly different. Alright, with this one here, I'll just edit the delay and I'll make it flash fast. Not that that will make any difference really, but at least I don't think so. So I'll put it on the fastest flashing, which will be 1, and I'll save that. So I'll call this 1, blank 1, save that. Alright, so now if I change it from blank 0 to, hang on, oh dear, fair income. Alright, so now if I change this from blank 0 to blank 1, as you can see on the meter there's practically no difference. It could be just slightly different. So, so I guess my cynical idea of just covering that up with a bit of tape would actually be a fair enough idea.